Alright, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hadi Syahmi, and today I'm going to present my infographic about Unit 7 Mother Nature, which is my lesson plan. So my main skill and complementary is reading and reading. So we will be expecting a lot of reading session and Q&A. So the learning objective is basically for each lesson. For like the first one, students should be able to identify the main ideas in reading texts about nature. So that is for pre-lesson. So the second one is students should be able to infer the meaning of unfamiliar words using context, and that is for lesson delivery. And the third one is students should be able to demonstrate comprehension by discussing key point from the text, and that is for post lesson. So we're starting for set induction. Set induction is basically to activate their prior knowledge. As you can see, the objective to activate students' prior knowledge. So when they read the text, the given by the textbook, all three texts, maybe it will trigger their prior knowledge about these animals: elephant, crows, and dolphin. So maybe they will, dolphin is known is crow is intelligent. So the strategy is to encourage individual thinking and collaborative discussion, and the activity is reading and peer discussion. Basically, I'm going to task them to search for their pair and read the text and discuss with each other about this text. What is the text about? So the justification for this is to encourage students to read and develop peer discussion with their partner to share each other's understanding of the text. Basically, they will share their thought about this all three texts with each other, so they can see their friend's perspective. What is his friend's understanding, and what is his understanding. So like I said, maybe there is something that the student one don't know, and the student two can point the info to them. So just like that. So for the side induction is basically to activate students' prior knowledge. So we're moving to the pre-lesson. The pre-lesson is roughly 5 minutes, and the objective for this step is to analyze and identify the main ideas of three texts and communicate their finding clearly when called upon. Like I said, students should be able to identify, so they need to identify three main ideas for three each text. Basically, one text have one main ideas, and then students need to point out the main ideas. So the strategy is collaborative analysis, random coloring, and guided feedback. Basically, student will analyze each text to search for the main ideas, and then after some time, I will call the teacher will need the teacher will call random pairs and share their answer. And then after the students already answer, then the teacher will give the correct answer. So the activity is basically is reading comprehension, which is skimming and scanning. Basically, skimming and scanning, where students need to skim and scan the text to search for main ideas. And oral justification, basically to justify their answer. So the justification is to help students think more deeply about the text by finding the most important points and learn to explain their thinking or their finding. So the second one is the lesson delivery, which is roughly 15 minutes. So the objective for this step is to guess the meaning of new words by looking at the clues in the text and explain the answer. Basically, at the text they have 7 highlighted advanced word. So the students need to search the meaning of the words. That is why the students need to stay with their pair and discuss with their pair about the meaning of behind the words highlighted. So the strategy is to encourage individual thinking and collaborative discussion, and the activity is basically the same: reading comprehension, which is skimming and scanning, peer discussion, and class sharing. Basically, skimming and scanning is not about skim and scan. It is to search for hint or clues from the other words to search for the meaning of the highlighted words. So the justification is to encourage students to analyze the meaning of the words using clues in the text and their prior knowledge. Basically, by using their prior knowledge and the clues of the text, this will help them to search for their to the words meaning. So, and then I will randomly call random pairs and to answer, and then maybe I will, and then the teacher need to state whether it is correct or not. And then if still incorrect, then at the very last of this step, the teacher will give the answer. Basically, the end of lesson delivery, not at the post lesson step. So the third one and the last one is post lesson. The post lesson, the objective of this post lesson to demonstrate key points from each of three texts. Basically, as you see, demonstrate, that means student need to role play the key point of the text. Basically, this text about crow, what is crow known about at this text. So that is the key point. So the strategy is to build comprehension skill. Basically, like the justification, student practice understanding the main ideas, not just the word, and random sharing keeps everyone active and ready. This build comprehension, communication, and confidence. Basically, the pair need to demonstrate the action of the key point at the front to everyone. This is to keep the other student engaged and not feel boring, and also this is to test their comprehension about what they have learned today, not just understanding the words. Basically, the students or the pair understand the context of behind this lesson. So basically, that is for my lesson. Thank you.